Are weddings your passion project? Do you create mood boards for fun, or do you style and plan weddings for friends and family? If you're a wedding hobbyist who is looking to turn that passion into a thriving business, then you really need to listen to these top tips. Number one, you've got to love what you do fearlessly. You've got to eat, breathe and sleep your hobby or passion project, and you've got to love it effortlessly. It should be authentically you and the easiest elevator pitch that's ever rolled off your tongue. Some questions to ask yourself. Is this something I would do if I had to skip eating out, skip a gym membership, new clothes, and watching TV? Is it something people need? Is it relatively tangible for me to start, grow, and monetize? Number two, have a plan. So once you feel confident that you're willing to put your hobby to the test full time, have a roadmap in place. Carve out some dedicated office space and purchase mandatory supplies needed and nothing more. Have an idea of what it takes to grow and put goals in place to get there. Find a mentor or have a sounding board in a smart and honest friend or family member. Number three, you need to barter like a boss. Money is often the biggest shortcoming when shifting from part-time to full-time. You've got to know your weaknesses and use relationships to take your company to the next level for free. So instead of paying for photography for your website, create a styled shoot and collaborate with other wedding vendors. Lean on family or a neighbour for childcare. The more you can do on the cheap, the more you can wiggle away from your already steady wage and take risks on that hobby of yours. Number four, set a budget or burn rate. You don't necessarily need a business plan, but you do need to know your numbers and what this hobby of yours takes to inch forwards into the black. Line item all of your current and expected costs over the next year, and then do the same for income and see where you land. Set aside money each month from your regular wage until you can float the business, or explore a small line of credit with your bank if you're ready to take the risk right away. Number five, do not underprice your services. It is very easy to charge too little for your services, but you start off as you mean to carry on and make sure you charge appropriately for your services. If you're a wedding planner, make sure you know the going rate in your area and don't be tempted to undercut others. If you're a stylist, make sure you charge for any items you have in stock so you can turn a profit. If you aren't charging properly for your product or services, then you aren't in business and it will always be just a hobby. Number six, put on your cheerleader uniform. Nobody is going to have your back like yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader and do it with childlike enthusiasm. Tell everyone you know about your plan or new business. Marketing is expensive, but word of mouth is free, as is pushing your ideas via email and social media to everybody you know. Find cheap ways to promote your business, from business cards in bridal shops, networking with other wedding suppliers, to weekly ad campaigns on Facebook. Today's market is highly competitive, and you need to be the team captain of spreading the word around like confetti. Number seven is be realistic yet unafraid of failure. Very rarely do ideas bloom and put money in the bank out of the gate. So be realistic about how long it will take to see the tide turn. Also, be realistic if you don't see a path to growth after giving it a good go. What changes do you need to make to flip the switch? It's rare that companies don't have setbacks and growing pains and failures. I certainly had plenty, but don't be disillusioned. It's a long road to success, and along with passion, you need to have patience.